Alright guys, so I just took a pretty sizable loss here on CBIS. Made a pretty bad trade. I had about 100,000 shares for Gap, and I just, instead of selling it and taking the loss, which was the right thing to do, I kept averaging down, that was just a really bad decision. And took about a $9,600 hit, which I wanted to do actually in the end because I wanted to have my funds available to play this hemp drop, which is something we've all been waiting for. We know there's been heavy shorts on this, a lot of long stuck here in this consolidation area around 30 cents or so, and I'm definitely going to be watching for the dump around here. And it's already down over 40%. Let's see if it can bounce around here. I'm expecting a bottom around 15 cents or so. We're getting some prints on the ask here. It could bottom out around here. Keep an eye on the prints here. Make sure the bids don't drop. And the bid's still looking kind of thin. Okay, so we still see a lot of prints at 17.62 versus 17.61. If it keeps stalling like this could be the bottom. We have CSTI with a down tick, 17.51. Level 2 is a little bit messed up here on my Thinkorswim platform. But right now we got CSTI causing some prints to go through at 17.51. Keeping an eye on the tape here. $17.62 is back, some 17.60s. It's kind of stalling here. It's something we haven't seen yet. Here you go, some bids here. Alright, I think I'm going to put in my order, get my order ready at least. Alright, I'm going to put in my order very soon. Very solid volume here. A lot of prints at 17.62 still. Got a bid stack here. I think I'm going to put in my order for 650,000 shares. 100K. Okay, I'm going to get in here. Okay, no fill yet. All right, here we go. Okay, I just got filled. I think I'm in here around 17.7. Yeah, so it looks like I got filled 250,000 shares at 17 in the 17.6s, and I filled the rest on that batch of 17.8s that you saw. So my average is around 17.7. I'm in 650,000 shares here, huge volume, and this definitely is the bottom on hemp, and I'm expecting a pretty nice move here toward 25. This thing did drop from 31s or 32s or so down to 17, so it's down 40% or so, and it should retrace pretty nicely here. Pretty solid volume, over 10 million on this candle. It's already back at 18. Let's see if it can go back over 20. If it goes over 20, I would expect it to go toward 25 around that area. So here we go. All right, up pretty nicely here. Some bids. We got Night, 700,000 on the bid at 18. Ass thinning out a little bit here. We got some upticking. A lot of the MMs that you've seen typically holding the stock down, like CDEL and Night, are showing back on the bid. This is something I pointed out on my FMMA dump video, is that you got to start seeing the MMs that were previously shorting the stock or holding it down for whatever reason start popping up on the bid and letting go on the ask. So then that's a pretty definite signal that the stock's going to be moving in an upward direction, and the shorts are going to start covering, and the bounce players are going to start trying to go long again. So right now I'm seeing that. Just make sure that the prints are hitting the ask as opposed to the bid. The bids are holding. So we got some hits on 18.4, but the bids are still there, and they're not going down. So we got a nice bid stack here above 18. Not much of an ask stack. You got the bids getting bigger and bigger. 18.5s. We got a little wall there at 19. Somebody with a big ask. Let's see if that gets taken out. More prints at 18.4, but I'm not panicking yet because the bids haven't moved. As always, guys, have your finger on the trigger just in case, so you can get out in the event that something doesn't look good. But right now it looks pretty solid. We just went from 18.4 to 18.5, 18.69 on the bid. So people are going to start chasing it up, I would say, once it starts shooting past 19 or 20. We got 252K on the ask at 19 by night. If that gets taken out, we're probably going to test 20 really quickly here. 18.69s are stacking. We got pretty solid bids above 18. Let's see if this 19 wall gets taken out. And here we go. Oh, look at that. It's taken out in just one hit, just like that. And the bids are going nuts now. We got Knight, CDL. These are the two main MMs. One of the two of the main MMs that have been holding it down. They're very aggressive on the bid. 19 stack. It's extremely thin. Here, look at that. 19.7. It just went from 19 to 19.7. Just look at that. That's just a definite sign that there's going to be some panic coming from the short sides. They're going to start covering. The bounce players are going to start chasing it up even more. Let's see if this 20 wall breaks down. If this 20 wall breaks down, it's definitely gonna shoot up. 19.8 stack now. Same MMs. CDL, Knight, also ETRF as well. We got Knight here with another 240K on the 20. Let's see if it gets taken out, just like it did at 19. Boom! Look at that, right there. He just got taken out. 21K, 26K, boom, taken out. So 20s are going to break here, and this thing is just about to go nuts. It's going to make a beeline to 23, 24, 25. And I'm still in my full position, 650,000 shares, and I'm up very nicely right now. We got 600,000 by CDL, 600,000 by Knight at 20, and Knight just upticked, and there's pretty solid bid supported in 20. Look at that, it's going to go to 21 in just a matter of seconds. You just gotta look at the bids, how they're aggressively being upticked by the MMs that were previously short or diluting on the ask. Knight, more huge bids, 600,000, 650,000, upticking by Knight. So we just basically went, when the stock broke 18, 19, it just shot up a cent with a very aggressive bid upticking by Knight and CDL and ETRF. And now all of a sudden, it was just, in a matter of minutes, it just went all the way to 21.5 on the bid. The ass is thin. This is unreal. 21.5, nice bid support. Uptick again to 21.7. Now look at the tape. Every time there's prints on the bids just get stronger, and the bids just keep upticking. No sign of weakness yet. We got increasing volume here on this candle versus the previous candle. Very solid. Bids keep upticking. They keep getting more aggressive. Ask keeps thinning out. Let's see if it breaks 22. Okay, watching this level here. $22 was a previous level of resistance, I believe. Hemp did drop to 22 the other day and bounce, so previous support is now resistance, so this is a key level to watch. We got 360, it's 388K now on 20 by Night. So it breaks 20, we should make another nice pop. Another 1 cent pop or so. Up very nicely right now in my position, 21.8. Now back on the bid, it's going to keep going. 21.89. I want to see it break 22 very shortly. Look at solid volume on this candle right here. Let's see if we can get some nice follow through. And again, every time you see hits on the bid doesn't collapse. It just doesn't go away. It just keeps getting stronger and stronger. The shares keep getting higher and higher. There's more people bidding for more shares at higher prices. We just saw some 22s print. There's a little stall here, but not concerned yet. Just want to see some more positive movement here. Some 21.9 prints. 400K at 22. Again, always be ready to sell, because as we all know, things can go sour in a matter of seconds, and you're not going to be able to get filled to get out. So, and that's what happened to me on CBIS this morning. So it looks like 22s are going to go. 22s, oh my God, 22s are now in the bid, and we got an uptick by Knight to 22.39, 22.4. He's coming back with size. And when we want to see CDEL and ETRF and CSTI and the other MMs that have been very active, join him. ETRF, there we go. CSTI, there we go. Knight back with size. He just upticked 185K at 22.5. Definitely there's a little short squeeze and going on right now, and the bounce players are trying to jump in. 22.8 on the ask. 22.79 uptick by Knight. We got CDEL at 22.75. So definitely the MMs you want to watch: CSTI, ETRF, CDEL, and Knight. They are very aggressive on the bid. 22.9 now on the ask, as we expected. The 21 pop, the 21-22 pop led to another 1 cent, a very quick 1 cent spike. Looks like 23s are now on the horizon. This is incredible. And right now I'm up a very serious amount of money. It was definitely something that I knew was going to happen. After seeing a huge drop like this, there's definitely a good chance that it would have a very solid retracement back toward the 25 area, and we're approaching that level right now. Yeah, 22.9, 183K. 23s. Right now I'm up about $35,000, and again we're here at another whole number, 23s. Let's see if that can break. I mean, I'm up a very sizable amount of money, so I'm probably going to be looking to take profits very soon. It's pretty close to 25 as it is. I'm not going to take any chances and risk losing, 3 or 4 cents worth of gains per share. So we got some ass stacking here. I'm probably going to sell my position, it looks like. Not going to take any chances. Okay, I got filled some. Bids dropping a little bit. Getting filled slowly. Filling. And I think I just exited my entire position, and I just locked in $34,000 in gains. Now this stock could go higher. That little bid, the bids kind of dropped off a little bit, kind of scared me a little bit, but $34,000, nothing to kind of it's not exactly pocket change. So I was very happy to lock in those gains. This thing could keep going to 25, but yeah, definitely 650,000 shares is not going to be an easy fill. You got 1 million on the bid now. This is very, very, very epic here. 23 fives on the ask. Let's see where this can go. As I said, guys, I've already exited my position at about 23 cents. I locked in about $34,000 in gains in about 15 minutes. Let's see what the real top is here. So we got a little 23.5. See, this time around, the whole number break at 23 didn't result in a quick 1 cent pop. So that's a signal that I think that the Momo's kind of dying down a little bit. And basically, every time you recognize some sort of pattern, if that's no longer the pattern, then something is going to change. So we got ass stack here. I think that's probably the top. So I guess I missed it by about 0.004, 0.005 cents. I guess could have made another $2,000-3,000, but you know, I'm very happy to lock in $34,000 in gains in just 15 minutes. So yeah, I think that's probably the top. We got some ass stacking. We got not much on the bid side. But just gonna, for the sake of this video, I'm gonna see if this is the case. Okay, yeah, some down ticking by CDEL. If we see Knight, CDEL, CSTI with him, yeah, down ticking. I think that was probably the top. So I did miss it by about 0.004, 0.005. Most likely probably would have gotten filled 23.4. And again, I got out at 23, so. Yeah, definite down ticking here. A lot of prints going to the bid side. See, immediately when you start seeing MMs down ticking this much, you have to immediately sell your position. So if you're desperately trying to get out as it's going down, chances are you're not going to get out, and you're probably going to get filled at the bottom of this drop, which we don't even know. It could be 20 cents, it could be the low a day, it could be even be way below that. So you can't hesitate, as I stated in my other videos. Once you see something that's not looking right, you got to get out immediately. So now we have a big bid by Knight at 23 cents at 494,000 shares. If that gets whacked and there's still aggressive down ticking on the ask and more transitions hitting the bid, as you can see, it looks like it got whacked right there at 492. It's right there at 492K. Yeah, it's definitely going to go down here. That was the top. 23.4 was the top. And at this point, I feel pretty good at my fill at 23, because there's a small chance if I try to get filled at the absolute top at 23.4, I mean, that's where the buying volume is significantly lower. It's might not fill that easily. You know, it's better to fill as it's going up. Yeah, now we got aggressive down ticking with size on the asks at 430,000 shares. 23, yeah, it's definitely going down. Look at the bits thinning out. Yep, more aggressive down ticking here. Yeah, prints going below the bid. So that is definitely not a good sign. Yeah, anyone that's trying to sell here is probably going to be stuck. Yeah, you got more prints going below the bid. This is definitely the top of 23.4. The bottom was at around 17.5, 17.6. And again, I got in at about a 17.7 average, filled about a little bit less than half of my position at 17.6, filled the rest around 17.7, 17.8. I think my average was about 17.7. Sold all 650,000 shares at around 23, 22.99 or something like that, and locked in about $34,000 in gains. So Yeah, this looks like it's definitely going down. It's probably going to go toward 20. And I'm still recording this part of the dump to illustrate to you guys that if you do not sell at the top where things start looking like they're going south, where you see obvious sell signals, then you're probably going to lose, you know, 1, 2, probably perhaps even 3 cents per share in gains just because you hesitated for a split second. And when it comes to OTCs and playing this type of play, it's absolutely crucial that you recognize these type of things on level 2 and react to them instantaneously. And if you're not able to do that, you're not going to be able to execute the trade perfectly, and you're going to lose money in the end. So from a high of 23.4, it's right back down to 21.8. Yeah, this is not looking good. It definitely looks like it's going to test at least 20 cents here. The sell volume is low though, however, so it would lead me to believe there's probably be maybe like a secondary bounce if it makes a lower high. So if it bounces off of 20, it might have a decent secondary bounce. So I'm just curious to see where it's going to go to. My guess is it's probably going to go to 20. Unless the volume picks up, then in which case it could drop even lower. Yep, more hits on the bid. 21s. There was a bid stack there, but we got 21.01 on the ask, and 21s are being printed. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, 21s are going down here. More 21 prints. Let's see. Oh, 466K on the bid. But CSTI just downticked to 21. Let's see if this bid gets whacked. More hits to 21. Yeah, it looks like this bid's gonna get whacked. Nobody else is supporting the bid with ETRF at 21, and now we got C, Dell, and Knight showing up in the ask again, and ETRF is gone. So this is going to go down lower. It's definitely going to test at least 20 cents or so. Now we got some prints on the ask side, but we still got more down ticking here by Knight. 20 level is going to be key to watch. If it doesn't hold 20, it's definitely going to move towards 17s again, if not lower. Bids are looking kind of thin here. 24s printing 20 cents and 20.2023 on the bid. Still down ticking. and looks like this could be the bounce on the 20, pretty close to a 20 test there. Yeah, that's probably it. The level 2 just jumped too fast there. That would have been very difficult to get filled. Look at that, just popped a cent. Yeah, so I didn't bother to try this part of the bounce because the level 2 just popped too fast. There's no chance for me to get filled with any decent position. Alright guys, so I'm going to end the video here. Hopefully it was very informative, very educational in recognizing the bottom and recognizing the top, and understanding that you have to be able to make these split-second decisions by recognizing the level 2 patterns and the prints and the chart and the volume. So yeah, if you have any questions, just go ahead and hit me up on Twitter. Go ahead and find me in the Stockhaven chat room. And yeah, alright guys, thanks.